Hi, I'm Stuart. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for viewing my video. In this video, I'm going to do the a few of my favorite things tag. I was tagged in the comments of a video by Kelly at Books I'm Not Reading. I'm just going to repeat what Kelly said to properly credit the creators of this video. What are your favorite things? Tell me all about them in the comments section. This is an older tag created by At the Writing Sisters. Her original tag can be found here. And she says a few of her favorite things tag. She gives a link to the video. Kelly was inspired to do this tag by a video done by Alice in the Giant Bookshelf. And she says here's her version. She gives a link to that video. This video has 16 questions. The first question is, who is your favorite musician band? My favorite musician overall is Demi Lovato. I've seen her 18 times and met her 5. That's the most of any artist. And also she had a big impact on my life because I had joined her second fan club. I became an active member, and that led to a lot of great things in my life. Met some people that are still my friends. And I may talk about that some more in a later video. There's another favorite, this one from my youth that I really like, is Jethro Tull. I first started listening to Jethro Tull in around 1976 when I got the Aqualung and Songs from the Wood albums. Jethro Tull was the first arena concert I went to, which was in October 1978. And I still enjoy listening to their songs. As with many artists, I may buy their new stuff, but I mostly gravitate toward the old songs. My current favorites are Peggy Gou, Ashnikko, and Leah Kate. The second prompt is, what are your top 3 favorite films? Here I have to admit that I don't see many movies more than once. So my top favorite films, with the exception of the first one, are maybe not ones that people consider when they think about favorite films. The first one is Halloween, the original version. I think that is to my mind, the greatest horror movie ever made. I'm sure horror movies being something that people really have a strong feeling about. I'm sure many would disagree with me about that, but some would agree with me. The other two are Disney Channel movies, and the reason I include them is that I don't watch many movies more than once, and these movies I watch every Halloween. The first is Girl vs. Monster, and the second is Halloween Town. There's actually 4 Halloween Town movies, but I'm just including the first one. The other 3 could be the same as this, because I watch them too, usually every year. But those are my 3 choices. The third question is, what's your favorite scent? I don't often wear cologne or perfume, so there's really only one I wear enough that I would consider a favorite. It's a gender-neutral perfume from Hayley Kiyoko. It's called You by Hayley Kiyoko. I don't know if it's still available, but I did end up buying a couple of bottles of it, and I used them all. My other favorite smells, one is the smell of fresh cut grass. I especially like on a kind of a warm, lazy day when I smell that smell. If I'm out walking or something and somebody has recently mowed their lawn, I like that smell. Another is the smell of turkey and fixings on Thanksgiving dinner. This isn't a smell I smelled in a long time. It's like when I was growing up and my mother used to do it, and it's been a long time since she did it, because she passed away in 2017, and before that she was in decline. But I did like that smell, waking up and smelling that smell. Another food smell I really like is cooking hamburgers, hot dogs, bacon, that type of smell when I, say, walking by a restaurant, or maybe there's a picnic or something like that, that kind of smell. I like that. Those food smells a lot too. The fourth question is, what's your favorite Disney film? As I said above, this isn't going to be a common answer. I think people, when they talk about these films, they're looking at the big-time theatrical releases. And I've seen many of those, but for me to consider something a favorite film, it has to be something I watch more than once, which is rare for me. So that film, as I mentioned in a previous question, this is one of my answers to that too. That film is Girl vs. Monster. That's one of the few I watch every Halloween, and of the ones I do watch then, it's my favorite. The fifth question is, what's your favorite season? It's spring, and the reason it's spring is that I like the temperature, and I especially like the fact that it's going from winter into summer. I like the temperature equally in fall, but the difference is fall runs from summer into winter, so it's going away from something I would prefer instead of toward it. I don't particularly like summer either that much because of the heat and humidity, but I like it better than winter with the snow and ice and cold. The sixth question is, what's your favorite seasonal drink? I don't actually have any. I don't drink hot chocolate. I don't drink apple cider. I don't drink any of the things that would be associated with the season. The stuff I drink is kind of vanilla. Really, I drink water more than anything. The seventh prompt is, do you have a favorite shirt or article of clothing? It changes over time, but I'm just going to show a few that I wear a lot these days. It's usually something I've recently got, and then I wear it for a while, and it goes into my drawer closet. Then eventually I usually donate it to charity. The first couple of their Ali Wong t-shirts. Here's one. This is kind of a Les Miserables themed t-shirt. And here's another Ali Wong t-shirt. It actually has some text on the back. I always like t-shirts that have text on the front and back. Third t-shirt I want to show is this is a Baby Metal t-shirt. The last concert I went to was a co-bill of Baby Metal and Dethklok. They call it the Baby Clock Tour. That was back in September, and I got this t-shirt there. It has the tour dates on the back. And here's another t-shirt from that tour. This was a Baby Clock t-shirt, which is for both the bands, Baby Metal and Dethklok. And on the back, they got as is typical, they got the dates. There was an opening act there too. He was pretty good, but I didn't get a t-shirt from him. The eighth question is, who's your favorite author? Overall, that would be Yasmin Galanor, and I've read over 30 books from her. The only book series that I've read more of probably was the Hardy Boys as a kid, and recently Nancy Drew. And I know Carolyn Keene's a pen name, and I suspect Franklin Davis, who I think was the credited author on the Hardy Boys, is a pen name too, but I'm not sure about that. But I'm not going to count those series. Currently, it's Kalynn Bayron, simply because she's the only author besides H.G. Wells and Jules Verne that I've read more than one book from in the past couple of years or so. And I've enjoyed both books, and they are different genres actually, so it shows she has breadth. The ninth question is, do you have a favorite spot for reading or writing? My favorite spot for reading is my bedroom. I don't really write much. I do keep a diary, but that would be done in my bedroom too. The 10th question is, what's your favorite food or dessert? Pizza is my favorite food. I can't eat too much of it because of dietary restrictions, but if I have to pick one, it's pizza. And my favorite dessert is chocolate cake. There's various varieties, but as with the pizza, I can't eat too much because of certain dietary restrictions I'm under. The 11th question is, what is your favorite time of day? For me, it's the morning. I'm very much a morning person. I'm at my best mentally from the morning into, say, mid-afternoon. So morning is the best time of day for me. And I do enjoy getting up fairly early. I used to get up a lot early when I was working, but I still like to get up early by like 7 or a little thereafter. The 12th question is, what's your favorite color? That would be red. I do like pink too, but I don't like pink as much as I like red. I like black too, I guess, but red is clearly my favorite. The 13th question is, who are your top 3 favorite YouTube channels? I'm going to say up front with this one, I'm not going to include anyone that I interact with that they comment on my videos. I comment on their videos and they reply to my comments in their videos. That would be, I'd be afraid of not including someone I should, or I don't know. I just don't feel good about doing that. So if I interact with you, that means your channel is a favorite of mine, and hopefully mine is too of yours. But so that's why I'm not including you. These are ones I don't interact with at all, and there could be more than this. It asks for 3. I'm including 6. I tend to go a little over on the numbers in these tags. The first is Cindy at with Cindy. This is a very popular channel. I quite enjoy her books discussion. She's sarcastic, and I just enjoy watching her talk about books. She kind of skewers some of them, but I enjoy it. The second is Sierra and John, and they were readers. This is a channel I just became aware of fairly recently. They're a pair of book lovers, and there's not too many. You see that there's like a couple people discussing books. They're one of them, and they're longtime friends. They do have kind of a literary bent, which means they're going to read more critically acclaimed books than perhaps I do, but I still enjoy their discussion of books, and they do read some that I read too. The third is Sunny Kim at Sunny Kim Reads. She's mostly loves romances, and her channel is interesting because she's a full-time graduate student, and she works too, and she manages to read a lot of books. A lot of discussion on her channel is how she manages to do it, how she gets all that reading in. The next one is Chloe Bunny at Chloe Bunny. I just like her channel. She's Australian, and anybody American will perhaps admit that we consider over here anything sounds better in, say, a Australian or English accent, and I just enjoy her videos. The fifth one is Eka Tashanasi at IKEA Home Library. She likes a lot of romances, a lot of romances, and I just some dark romances. I just like watching her channel. And the final one is Lacey at Lacey Book Lovers. She's like a huge romance reader. She mostly reads romances, and she reads a lot of books. I just enjoy watching her channel. I guess that's true of anyone. It's kind of unnecessary to say, but those are 6. There's more. And like I said, this doesn't include the ones that I interact with. The 14th question is, what's your favorite musical or play? Mine is Mamma Mia. I know that's perhaps a bit of a vanilla answer, but it is quite an enjoyable musical. I saw it 2 or 3 times, and the music of ABBA is timeless. And they did make 2 movies from it, so that tells you something. I will admit that I haven't been to too many musicals. I've been to lots and lots of concerts in my life and lots of sporting events, and that doesn't leave a lot of room to going to musicals. The only other 2 that I can think of offhand that I've seen is I saw the Full Monty a couple times, and I saw Jesus Christ Superstar once. I'm sure there's others, but they don't come to mind. But Mamma Mia is a very good musical. The 15th question is, what's your favorite place you visited? I have to go back to my youth to answer this question. It's Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. That's the most common place my family went on vacation. The last time that I went there, I believe, last time our family went there was between my junior year and senior year in high school. But I do have many fond memories of it. More recent years, if I travel somewhere, which I did a little bit, it's been to go to a concert or a festival of some kind. So it's not really the destination, what I think of the location, it's the event I'm going to. So it's not really the city I travel to. The 16th prompt is, who do you tag? As I say on most of these tags, if you would like to, if you watch this video, please consider yourself tagged. If you feel this is a tag you like to do, please do so. If you do a video, please maybe reply in my comments with a link to your video, because I'm sure I like to watch it. Or if you'd like to answer one or more of the prompts in my comments too, please do that, because I always enjoy reading the thoughts of other readers. One of the things I thought of when Kelly replied to my comment in her video is that I may do a short series separate from my book series, talking about the music that I like throughout my life, kind of my musical journey as a fan, perhaps with every decade starting in the 70s. So that's something I consider about. It will never take the place of my book videos. That I intend that to be the focus, but I am giving some thought into doing that, just kind of talking about the concerts and music I liked over the years from my youth till current times. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like, please subscribe, please hit the bell to get notified when I upload future videos. I hope you're having a great reading week, and I hope you're having a great week in general.